What's good, you guys? It's your girl Sarah.
And Maya.
And we're charmed and dangerous.
You know, because we are charming.
And we're dangerous.
Oh.
And in today's video, we are coming back at y'all with another Zodiac standoff. We are doing Cancer versus Libra. Who gets lost in their relationship more?
They're lovers. Both of these signs are
literal lovers in their own way, and I feel like both Cancer and Libra to me thrive when they're in a relationship.
Definitely.
Now, I'm not saying this relationship is always healthy, but they are on that higher vibration. They have that little extra pep in their step.
Yes.
They're like, yeah, we made it official.
They feel
I'm someone's girlfriend /
when
boyfriend
they are,
again.
yeah, they feel fulfilled when they're in a relationship.
Yeah, and I also feel like they're the ones that are always like, my boyfriend, or my girlfriend, like, my man, my fiance, like, oh, so you have someone. I know you have someone.
And that's their pride and joy.
It is, and that is completely fine.
Yes,
like, do your thing.
You're ruled by relationships and like love, and that's, you know.
That's completely fine.
Yeah, that's for you.
That's what happens when you're ruled by Venus and the moon for Cancer. Like anything that is about emotions and expressing your love to people and having a companion, it just feels right for the both of them.
Right.
So I don't see why they wouldn't get lost in relationships.
Right. It almost feels wrong to them when they're not. They're like,
sure.
Every other
Something's
action
missing.
is like moving to get them into a relationship.
Fact.
You know? You value it a lot.
But before we even get to the episode and discuss why we picked either Cancer or Libra for the Zodiac standoff, we would love it if you guys would subscribe down below. Your girls over here. We cover anything that has to do with astrology, anything that has to do with fuckboys, anything that has to do with girl code, anything two besties would talk about anyway. We cover right here on this channel, except we just have a camera. Okay? So now on to the video. Okay, Maya. So tell me, what is going on in that brain of yours when you're thinking about Cancer and Libra, and who gets lost in the sauce of relationships more?
Yes. I feel like both of them really get lost in the sauce, because like we were saying earlier, they love love. Like both of these signs love love. I think they really value relationships. I feel like Cancers especially, they're the homebodies, you know what I mean? They love their families and their homes, and they want to make sure that that relationship is like safe and nurtured. So when you are with a Cancer, you become their family and you start doing everything together. And honestly, like by your second date, like you go on 1 date, 2 date, and before you know it, you're like living together. I feel like that's just like the Cancer in a relationship energy, because they're like so lost in it of like, I picked you. Yeah. And now we're together and I'm gonna make it work.
Right.
Both of these signs really try to make it work.
They really try to make it work, and I feel like it's like they literally like imprinted on you, kind of.
Yes!
Like,
oh my god, I was
they
gonna say that!
in Twilight, you know what I mean? Like, you're mine.
Yes!
Something in the stars said that it's me and you, baby. Like,
Always
you know what
forever.
I mean? Yeah! And I agree. I feel like both Cancer and Libra love relationships, and I feel like Libra, obviously being ruled by the 7th house, takes pride in their relationship. A life without a partner, I feel like for Libra is scary to them because they want that balance, you know? And I feel like it's like, to them, 1, 2, balance. Balance. But like, for me, it's like, if you only knew that you could find balance within yourself, Libra, that's when Libras are the happiest. Really. But it takes a lot of time and a lot of courage to decide to live life by yourself before you decide to embark on that journey with someone else. It's really easy to distract yourself when there's someone else there that you can worry about, and I feel like both of these signs can do that, but Libra especially loves distracting themselves. And I feel like on the other hand, like Cancer, like you said, like their home life is everything. And I feel like most Cancers from a young age like dream of their future home. They dream of their perfect spouse and their perfect kids. But the first step to all of that is finding a man or finding a woman. You know, you can't be doing all that if you don't have your partner. Right. So they're always trying to find that person that fits in that cookie cutter shape that's like, yep, you're the perfect person. And sometimes it's not that perfect person, but something in their brain was like, no, it's them. and they make everything else work around them to shape that person to be the best spouse.
Yes, I feel like Libras and Cancers both do that. They like get so obsessed with like the idea or the thought of this one person. They're like, I'm gonna make this work because I love love so much and I want a relationship really, really bad.
Yeah.
And like,
it's a lot.
you have so much to give, and I just wish you guys would take a step back to realize that other people can give things to you as well, and that you deserve that in a relationship. I feel like both Libra and Cancers can be so giving and loving, and they want to please everyone else around them, but it's like, who's pleasing you? You know what I mean? Have you taken a step to like think of like, are these people like pleasing you in the relationship? And I feel like Cancers and Libras will stay a little bit longer in a relationship, even if they're not necessarily being pleased, because they're like, I want this and I want this.
Agreed. I feel like they're both very action oriented when it comes to love, which is, you know, interesting because both of them are cardinal signs. And what do you think of when you think of cardinal signs? You think of forward movement, like things moving, action, like initiating that first step. And I feel like they move fast in relationships and ignore red flags to build a relationship with someone, anyone, you know? And like that's what happens, and they get themselves into these sticky situations where they've invested a lot of time into someone. And I feel like once you've invested that much time into someone, it's really hard for you to see those red flags as they're coming in, because that means that I chose to ignore those red flags, and now it's getting really bad, and fuck, this is just really hard because I thought we were going to be together forever.
Right. I feel like I just need to sprinkle this in there of that a Cancer, any of my Cancer friends or family members get into a relationship, they drop off the face of the earth for a little while. You know what I mean? Because they're hibernating in love with that other person. And if you're really happy in the relationship with a Cancer, you're also dropped off the face of the earth, because that's how a Cancer loves. You know what I mean? They get so enthralled, and it's like, I'm gonna build this world around you. You know? And like they can really separate themselves, and very much so with Libras too. Like they can be like, you are my love, let's move to a different planet and love on each other for a little while over here. For sure. You know?
And it's very dangerous for the both of them when they end up with someone that doesn't necessarily want all that attachment. And I feel like the more both of their partners pulls away, the more they'll want to keep doing things to impress their partner, which is a very, very dangerous route to go down, because that means that no matter what you do, your partner's gonna feel like you're coming on too strong. But to them, since they came off strong from the beginning, they're thinking, well, this is what you like, so I'm just gonna keep going in the hopes that you'll get it. This is your love language. This is what got you in the first place. And it's like, no, because now for the other side, it's like turning you off. It's bad. Really it's all bad. I also feel like Cancers get wrapped up in relationships because every time they meet someone, in their head they literally think, I can make a life with this person. If he or she ends up being like the one, then we can take it to that next step, whether it's engagement, moving in, home, kids, ta-da! Like, you know, like I could do it. Right, like to them, I feel like it's almost like a game, and honestly, I feel like to a Cancer, that end goal is a family and a house.
That's stability and security, and that's like
their happy place.
They want.
Their happy place. Really. And I get that. Like there's nothing wrong with that, but that's why you're in the running in this particular video, is that you get so lost in this American dream that you don't even think about who these contenders are. You're just like, well, I'll take anyone, really. Like I want this. So if you can fit into this, and if you can't, I'll still make you fit into this.
I feel like Cancers, especially to me, like they are so much lovers. I think Libras can be a little fickle and kind of like, you know, hop to hop. And I think Cancers have that loyalty love that is like really stable and consistent. So I think especially for Cancers, they can get really blinded by their lovers and their partners. And that can like, and for Libras, they're sometimes playing the devil's advocate. And I feel like maybe that's where, for me, where I think Cancers start to take the lead of like them being more lost in a relationship than a Libra, because it's like Libras aren't always like super, if they get into a relationship, it's like, okay, they finally decided on it, and yes, they're like locked in. But I feel like for a Cancer, on every relationship, even it's not that one, they're like, it's the one.
Yeah.
And they bring that intensity.
Right. They bring that intensity, but I will disagree. I feel like Libra, anyone they're down to be with. Like, they literally don't say no to nobody. If someone's interested, they're like, yeah, I'm interested too. They literally flirt into relationships so easily because they're so charming. And I feel like another thing though is Libras wear those rose-colored glasses more than any other sign. So I feel like if they have those glasses on, they don't see any red flags either. They're literally putting their all into any relationship, and not just even romantic relationships, like friendships too. Someone could be literally fucking over Libra, and to them, the fact that they at least have a friend or have a man, that's good enough. Because they have those rose-colored glasses on. And like, I feel like to them, it's not always the gushy shit that they need out of a relationship. It's literally just having a partner to be out and about with, and for someone to know that, oh, that Libra has a man or has a girlfriend.
Like, I'm spoken for.
Exactly.
It's like sometimes the
it's like this elite thing. Like, they want to have someone to go with them to places, to parties, to events. They need that. Libras are really, really, really bad at doing things alone. They are.
Yeah.
They get nervous.
Yeah. Yeah. So like, going off of what Sarah was saying, obviously Libras are ruled by Venus, so they have that eye for the beauty and the finer things in life. And to me, like, they want to do all of these loving and sensual things out in public. Right. You know what I mean? They want to show their partner off. They're like, dress up, look beautiful, let's go out to the hottest restaurant. You know what I mean? But for a Cancer, I feel like they're like, I'm going to cook a meal for you at home and we're going to have a private massage here. Equally as intimate and sensual, but totally different vibes. You know what I mean? For both of them. I think both of them are so intimate and sensual, but it's like different strokes for different folks, you know? Agreed. Like, just to bring it back to the last point, what you said, it's like for Libras, being out and people seeing them with their partner, it holds a special place in their heart because people now perceive them with a partner. For Cancer, being at home alone on the couch with their partner and having those intimate moments together, that means everything to them. And that's why they hold on to those relationships. Yeah. For Cancer, they'll really, really miss those times alone together on the couch doing nothing. And for Libra, they'll really, really, really miss going and doing things with their partner on their side. So it literally just varies on, you know, their sign and what they're doing. Yeah. I'm about to call out Cancers real quick. I feel like Cancers do hold on to these relationships for dear life, and I feel like Cancer ignores these red flags specifically because if they were to admit that their partner is wrong for them or that there's something wrong with their partner, they would have to start at step one with someone new. That means they're like that much further away from their lifelong dream of owning a home with a family, you know? I know you Cancers think like that. I know you guys think like that. You're literally like, oh my God, if I stop dating you, then I have to start dating someone else and we have to get to know each other. Like, that's just too much. Like, I really want to make it work with you. Right, and I can make it work. I have all the tools in my toolbox.
Oh gosh.
It's like, no, you probably do, but like, that doesn't mean you need to make it work with your
No, you don't.
You know.
You don't.
We love you guys. So to me, Libras in love, when they're all lost in the sauce, like, they love to be spoiled and they also love to spoil their partners. Like, that's their love language. It's words of affirmation and physical touch. And they are, I feel like they are really chatty and like sensual signs, so that's gonna come out in your sex life. I want to say that that sexy talk is on point. I'm sure. And I feel like that to me is maybe different than Cancer. It could also be because I'm a fire sign, and that I'm thinking like the way that a Libra talks is like so smooth.
Well, I think everyone knows Libra is the charmer of the zodiac.
Yeah, and like, it's like,
I just know that.
That's hot. Yeah. And so I feel like that gets the Libra partner, like the Libra's partner, like lost in their sauce. Right. You know? Right. And I like that as a Libra lover of like, talk dirty to me. Hot.
They know how to do
you know,
it.
You know what you're doing there. You know what you're doing.
And I feel like for Cancer, their way of doing that is that like comfort level. Yes. You know, like if someone has mommy issues and they meet a Cancer, guess what? You don't got mommy issues no more. You gonna figure it out.
Or you'll have somebody who takes that mommy place.
Okay, Libra, now it's time to read you a little bit, hun. I feel like as Libras, you guys feel like you have no purpose unless you have a romantic partner in your life. And I feel like Libra, to me, is the ultimate relationship hopper out of anybody in the Zodiac. Like, you guys literally have one foot in this relationship before you're ready to put that foot down in the other relationship. And I feel like without a significant other, you feel lost. It's true.
Yeah.
You do. And I just generally think, Libra, you would do well being by yourself once in a while. That way, when you do go through heartbreak, you won't feel so broken. And I feel like out of a lot of the friends I have or people that I've known in my life, when Libras are going through heartbreak, it's literally like they've been stripped of everything that they've ever had because their partner was the centerpiece to their life.
Yeah.
You have to stop making your partner your sun, the only thing in the solar system that lets you live. Like,
or
be cool.
Or people in general, like other people shouldn't always decipher your mood, and I feel like a Libra sometimes will very much allow that to happen. You know what I mean? Like they want to fit themselves to everybody else's like dynamic or what's going on
at all
times.
Like, you don't. It's not your job to make everyone feel comfortable, and I feel like you guys feel like it is because you guys are so socially intelligent. I feel like Libras are the most socially intelligent sign out of everyone. They know exactly what to say and how to say it to get what they want, to get what you want. And you know, I'm all as Libra Mercury, but I also feel like a Libra is the type to make their partner's hobbies their own, and I feel like that is a red flag. You should stop trying to lose yourself in your partner.
Yeah.
And Libras learn everything about you, I feel like, and everything that you love, all of a sudden they love. Everything that you're about, your Libra partner is about. And to Libra, like that's like their love language, you know? But that's something that ultimately makes you not see anything else but your relationship.
Yeah.
Whatever they're doing, you're doing. So what are you doing when they're not there? You're doing everything they're doing. You know what I mean?
Right, and your new passion is now what they're doing, and it's like, so you want to do that with them, but it's like, you had other passions before, and you should have stuck to those passions because now it's getting all crossed, and it's like, you had a lane.
You had a lane?
You know, and it's like, you can still have a relationship and be in your own lane. I feel like
100%.
Libras don't understand that. They really don't. Because they
don't.
just want to like form and mold into you.
They do.
I really feel like they do because that's where they feel the most comfortable. But it's like, stand your ground.
Stand your ground.
Who are you?
And also, when you're doing everything that your partner's doing, that's what makes the relationship harder, because now when you guys are done, all your hobbies are going to remind you of your partner, because it's everything that you guys did when you were together. That's why it's so important to have things that you do by yourself, because now you won't relate that back to your partner when everything's said and done. Or even when everything's not said and done. It's good to have things that you do for yourself by yourself. So you don't feel like you always need their input. It's not their area of expertise. It's your thing.
Yeah. And I feel like air signs in general, they get really excited when there's like new information or like something new to learn. So they're like, I want to take it all in. And again, especially a Libra, but it's like, you gotta give it a little space or give it time. It's like designate time of like, okay, yes, this is what my partner likes to do. I'll spend X amount of time doing that, but also there are things that I like to do and things I like to do with my friends. And like, don't forget about those things because you'll get lost
in the sauce.
In the sauce.
As we like to call it.
Yeah, I feel like continuing off of that point of that, like Libras get lost in the idea of love sometimes, you know what I mean? And they love the idea of pleasuring people more than satisfying themselves. So I love that they are in the contendants of like them getting lost in the relationship because they really do. You know what I mean? They get so caught up in their feelings and wanting to please people and thinking this is the best relationship and like
keeping the peace.
Yes, and aren't you guys tired?
Yeah. I mean,
I'm tired.
Yeah. I was like, how do you feel as a Libra moon?
Right, me.
Is you tired?
Me, I'm tired.
And I feel like that's where it all goes wrong for Libra.
Yeah.
Is the fact that they want to keep that peace, so they think that their partner has to be, you know, their everything. And in order for their partner to remain their everything, it's their job, the Libra's job, to keep the peace. You know? Because if you were to lose them, I feel like a lot of Libras, anytime a relationship ends, no matter romantic, friendship, whatever, they take fault. They think that they did something wrong. Because Libras are just so scared of conflict that it gets scary for them. So they try to hold on to these relationships for dear life because oh no, are they gonna be the reason that a friendship or a relationship ends? Like, it just looks bad on them.
Yeah.
And I feel like that relates to my next point, which is that Libras, I feel like, get embarrassed really easily.
Yeah.
And if they were to break up with their partner, that means that they weren't good at relationships.
It's a shortcoming of them. Yeah,
Right.
I think it's a shortcoming of them.
Right. And I feel like they'll endure in this shitty relationship just to prove a point, you know? And I feel like that's air sign behavior. Like, stop trying to prove something. Stop trying to prove a point.
Yeah.
It's okay that it didn't work out. It's totally fine.
Yeah, like I feel like Libras, especially me, because I do this, but air signs
Yeah.
too, they're like, they'll make up scenarios and things of like, oh, I want to try and keep the peace of like, oh, I want to peace this person
Right.
and this person, and now I'm like battling this and this, and it's like, you could just
End it.
or be honest, or yeah, you know, be truthful with one person. And yeah, it's gonna be hard. I know y'all don't like that confrontation always, but at the end of the day, that is your essence. You're gonna have to make a decision. You're like the judges and the scales and the balances of the world. I know it's so annoying because I feel like Libras really go out of their ways to be like, I don't want to make a decision, but you have to make a decision at the end of the day.
Because at the end of the day, would you rather have short-term discomfort where you actually talk to them, or long-term discomfort when you never bring it up?
That part.
Okay. So who you picking?
All in all,
Uh-huh.
I pick Cancer.
She hates y'all.
I feel like they get more lost in the sauce than the Libras.
Okay.
And mostly because I think Libras can be like generally fickle at heart. So I feel like, you know, it's harder for them. There are less chances of them to be lost in the sauce of a relationship like a Cancer. That's my main reasoning behind it. But I also believe like Cancers, they go all in when they're in love. But I feel like so do Libras. You know what I mean? But at the end of the
y'all
day,
are in the running.
right, at the end of the day, what I'm saying is I think Cancers bring more opportunities for love upon themselves than a Libra does, like committed wise long-term relationship.
I see that.
What about you, Sarah? Who do you pick?
Okay, so I think ultimately I pick Libra. I feel like Libra just in general needs to have a better sense of self before jumping into any relationship, and your relationship doesn't count as a hobby. And although being a good partner is commendable, Libra, it's not the only hat you should wear in life.
Yeah. All right, y'all, thank you so much for watching our episode on who gets more lost in relationships, whether it be Libra or Cancer. Comment down below with how you feel on the topic. Let us know who you think gets more lost in that sauce, okay, whether it be Cancer or Libra. We're gonna link our socials up here. We post every Monday and Thursday, and we'll see y'all later.
Bye.